I am just amazed with your book, and that's 50 life lessons. Could you show people just once the book? That's the book, guys, 50 life lessons. And Suma, if you can just say something so that people can see the book.
Yes, Anu. I'm really excited about the fact that 50 life lessons is now available. And it's something I'm happy to offer the world. And I hope the world will benefit from it.
Thank you, Suma. We were speaking and with each other, and for me, it was really, how do I put it? You've written in your chapters at 40, you were in this whole place where life was meaningless. And then you further go ahead and write, I'm more and more comfortable with myself. And then you go further and say, and therefore, I'm more and more comfortable with the world. Could you carry us through the journey of this transformation? Thank you.
Sure, definitely. Well, I would say that kind of sums up all these years I've been working on myself and walking the spiritual path. So it hinged on my spiritual awakening, which shifted me, I would say, from facing death to facing life. That was the first thing. I really wanted to live life, and I really wanted to become the person I was in that 1 year when I had my spiritual awakening. I wanted to be in a space of total happiness and total peace and total focus on the other's happiness. And I knew that I wasn't there. There was a lot of journeying to do. I think self-esteem was the biggest, speed breaker for me. My self-esteem was so low. And because I felt very poorly about myself, I always felt I didn't measure up, to others. So always had this, they're better than me. I'm not okay and they're okay kind of stance with the rest of the world. And when you're coming from that space of I'm not okay and others are okay, then you're forever seeing others as superior to you, and you're forever looking for approval from them, and you're giving away your power, and you then become controlled by them, manipulated by them, and treated disrespectfully by them. That was my reality. But once I started working on myself, when I say working on myself, the process is basically becoming aware of where am I presently, looking at my self-talk, looking at the thoughts and feelings that fit through me, looking at the emotions and the wounds and hurts that they reveal to me. So becoming aware of what's going on in my inner world, and working on it means coming to gradual acceptance of these things. So when I started doing this on an ongoing basis, I began to heal, and from a space of not trusting myself at all, and a space of feeling that I'll always goof up, I'll never do anything right, I began to trust myself. Gradually, it's a long process, I began to trust myself. I began to stop judging myself. I began to appreciate myself, and my self-talk became more positive. And as these things, and then I became more confident, and I was contributing to the world. I was successful in my duties. The more of the duties and the challenges I began to execute, the challenges life gave me, I began to handle them. I began to triumph over them. So with all of this, I began to become much more confident as a person. And I think what happened is, incrementally, I became more and more comfortable with who I was. I never ever actually put up a front. For the longest time, I used to reveal myself as I am, but there was a lot of conflict within me. There's no doubt about it. But slowly the conflicts also began to ease, and I began to feel a sense of integration. I became integrated as a human being. I became peaceful, I would say. And when you are operating from a sense of peace and integration, then dealing with others becomes very easy. People also begin to feel that they feel attracted to the person you are, and they feel comfortable with the person you are. In fact, I think one of the feedback that I get from people who do my workshops all the time is that you make us so comfortable in your space, and we feel so much at ease with you. So I feel so happy and so so honored when I hear that, because that really shows me that that the work I've done on myself has not been in vain.
Absolutely. And Suma, it feels like you've been able to get peace from the pieces and
Absolutely,
move
absolutely
from
well.
literally moving from being in pieces to now being at peace. And when people are at peace, they don't have to say anything. Their space becomes comfortable and people are okay in their space.
Absolutely.
So can you please show us the books so that we can look at it and we can go and buy it? I think this is available on Amazon as well as in all the leading stores. So Sima, if you can tell us a little bit again where all it is available and repeat it for people, please. Thank you.
Yeah, so I know this book is available at Amazon.in. Plus, also it's available in all the leading bookshops. So do yourself a favor, go to a bookshop. It's always a stimulating space, and be sure to pick up my book. I'm hoping it'll be your friend, a friend for life.
Yes, and we have a little bit of piece of Suma right sitting next to us with 50 life lessons. All you need to do is hold that piece and feel loved. Thank you so much.